Hello, Pally.
Today is Thursday, December 6th, 2018.
And INFocus starts right now. District policy won't keep some passionate athletes from representing their school in their favorite sport.
Getting to campus may become more difficult as a result of a possible closure by Caltrain.
And an act of kindness decades ago becomes a tradition in the Pally office.
All that and more is coming up on today's show.
Welcome to INFocus. I'm Anushka Sharma.
And I'm Maddie Drucker. You know, Anushka, when I drove to school this morning, it took like 10 minutes to turn left from Alma onto Churchill.
Well, Maddie, unfortunately that turn could get a little longer soon as the Churchill Railroad crossing may close. INFocus reporter Cody Millar has been investigating the matter and has more.
Students have voiced concerns about whether the Churchill Avenue grade crossing will be closed and how it will affect students and teachers' daily commute to school.
We're basically kind of talking about three discrete projects here. One is the Caltrain electrification project, two is the California high-speed rail project, and then three is potential closure of the Churchill Avenue crossing. That's actually a project called Connecting Palo Alto, which is a planning study that's being led by the city of Palo Alto.
City Council is still indecisive on what to do about the grade crossings.
There's no final decisions have been made yet. The process is ongoing. We just had a big community meeting on November 28th.
Most likely, this should not affect many students. For INFocus, I'm Cody Millar.
Thanks for that. Pally Theater will be hosting auditions for the upcoming production of Guys and Dolls. Auditions are open to all students and take place in the PAC next week. Dance auditions are on Monday, December 10th from 3:45 to 5:30 p.m. Vocal auditions are December 11th from 3 to 5 p.m. And acting auditions will take place Wednesday, December 12th from 3:45 to 5:30 p.m. Callbacks will be on Thursday, December 13th from 3 to 5:30 p.m.
The junior class is giving Pally students a good excuse to grab a juicy burger at Kirk's. The class of 2020 will be holding the fundraiser at Kirk's in Town and Country next Tuesday, December 11th from 4 to 9 p.m. Part of the proceeds will go to the class of 2020 simply by mentioning Pally 2020 when food is purchased.
When people think of school, they generally first think of teachers and students.
But there are a lot of different roles on school campus, and everyone has an opportunity to add to the school community and culture.
Noor Navaid is in the studio now with more on one staff member that does just that.
That's right, Anushka. I had the pleasure of sitting down with Pally's famous snack lady. Miss Queen in the front office is known around campus as the person to see if students need a quick snack. This tradition of feeding hungry students had a very thoughtful beginning. Here's that story.
When students feel hungry and need a snack, they have several options to choose from. Vending machines, the student center, the wellness center, or they may even opt to go all the way across the street. However, there is another less costly and more convenient option available. That option is the snack drawer in the main office. Some may know the owner of the set of drawers as a snack lady or for her job as administrative assistant. Others recognize her as Miss Queen.
When we first started, we had just a little candy jar, and then between Mrs. Benfield and myself, we would just bring in snack bars every once in a while. We had a little drawer.
Although the snack drawer started off as something small, the real tradition began years ago because of one hungry student who frequently stopped by Miss Queen's office for food. And
I realized that he was hungry. He was always hungry. And so about once a week I would stop at the grocery store on the way to work and get like muffins and juice and usually some fruit or something, and pretend like I was getting it for everybody, but I was getting it so that he could eat.
Initially, Miss Queen was able to get funding from the school, but that ran out a year ago. However, thanks to one Pally parent, Miss Queen was able to get funding from private donations.
She went home and she ordered a bunch of stuff and she talked to a bunch of other parents, and ever since then, like every other day or so, I get a box of food that people order. I have an Amazon wish list. They order from there.
Miss Queen also avoids limiting the number of snacks a student takes as she understands their situation.
I don't ever ask anything from anybody, and I never tell anybody that there's limits on the food that they can have, and I never say, oh, you've been here like 10 times today already, because people are hungry. They're just hungry, and teenagers need to eat.
Although Miss Queen is receiving private donations, she appreciates all the help she can get and tries to meet students' cravings by providing many snack options. She has an Amazon wish list with a variety of snack options to choose from.
It'd be nice if they wanted to help out, they could, order off my Amazon wish list. There's a thing on the Pally link. There's a link on the Pally link that they can click and they can just go straight to the Amazon wish list and see all the stuff.
What began as a small act of kindness for one student soon became a cause supported by the whole Pally community. For INFocus, I'm Noor Navaid.
Thanks for that, Noor. Moving on now from what's going on around campus to what's happening in the world and locally today.
Let's take a look at what's topping today's headlines in today's News Minute.
Over the past year, officials at Stanford have received reports of allegations of misconduct from years and decades past. This revelation is included in the university's second annual report on Title IX and sexual harassment.
The report released Tuesday was an ongoing effort to, quote, hold ourselves accountable on this issue. The document details 221 total incidents reported over the previous academic year, from September 2017 through August 2018.
Like Stanford, Pally also wants to hold itself accountable for sexual harassment issues. Yesterday, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors attended a required assembly on the topic in the Performing Arts Center.
Anaya Bogue, the speaker that addressed Pally's students, is a contributor to various media outlets. She has over 20 years of experience as an educator, certified life coach, consultant, writer, and speaker. Bogue was invited to Pally to speak about issues of sexual assault, consent, and being an upstanding bystander. While most students attended the assembly yesterday, seniors will attend tomorrow during 6th period.
Max Bonsetter is in the studio now with the latest in Pally sports news.
Max, how are our Vikes doing?
They're doing great, especially basketball. The Pally freshman basketball team had a huge win yesterday, crushing Kings Academy 66-33. Girls JV soccer beat Midi 3-2 in a really intense game. The girls varsity soccer team wasn't as lucky yesterday. The team tried hard but lost to Archbishop Midi yesterday 4-0. Looking at today's games, boys varsity soccer is at home facing San Benito in the Homestead Cup at 4:45 p.m. Girls JV basketball is at the Milpitas tournament at 7:30. Both boys JV and boys varsity basketball will be competing in the Burlingame tournament. And finally, the freshman basketball team will play in the Fremont tournament at 5:30. That's all from me. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Max. The winter sports season is in full effect.
But one winter sport, probably the most wintry of sports, isn't officially recognized.
Although they are unofficial, the Pally hockey team doesn't care as long as they get to play the sport they are passionate about.
The team took some pretty famous ice on Monday of this week. INFocus reporter Max Rosenblum has more.
From basketball to football to water polo, Pally Vikes are represented in a wide variety of sports. And now, some passionate students and parents are adding hockey to that list.
This team was formed by a group of like-minded players at Pally who all play hockey and wanted to play hockey for the school. When we found out about a local San Jose-based hockey league, we decided that Pally should represent in that same league along with all the other high schools.
The team plays in the San Jose Varsity High School Hockey League, a league of Bay Area high school hockey teams sponsored by the NHL and San Jose Sharks. Just this week, the team had the opportunity to play at the Sharks Stadium at SAP Center in San Jose. The idea for the team came from veteran youth hockey coach and Pally parent Greg Janik. Janik believes that getting to represent Pally on the ice is something very special for these players.
There's a lot of enthusiasm, not only from players but from parents also. And the players are just, they're pretty excited about. I think it's interesting. It's a school spirit kind of thing that, it's surprising, but I think it's really fun for them.
I enjoy being able to play hockey a lot, and I especially enjoy being able to play hockey representing Pally, an opportunity that hasn't been given to previous people at Pally who played hockey, so I'm glad that I can do that.
With the growth of interest in hockey in Northern California, the Sharks organization backing a high school league might be the first step to having the sport recognized by the state. Northern California players that hope to one day play at the collegiate or professional level are at a severe disadvantage to those in states with robust high school leagues. This league allows these players to post high school stats and can be seen by college and professional scouts. But, although the team plays under the Viking name, the school and district have so far refused to support them as an official Pally team, despite their attempts to be recognized as such. In September of this year, the club's application was denied by ASB based on an undefined district policy. I reached out to Athletic Director Theron Wilburn, who wasn't available for comment.
It annoys me a little bit that they've especially picked hockey to single out. It also annoys me a little bit that other schools could all get through the process really easily, but for some reason Pally got stuck.
Regardless of official status, both Greg and Stosh Janik agree that they've already achieved what's really important with the team.
It's not something that we need to force right now, and it's having the effect that it's intended to have, which is the students feel like they're representing their school and they're pretty excited about it.
Although Coach Janik doesn't feel forcing the issue is important right now, the players hope that, like other teams in the league, the team can become official in the future.
I hope that we can be official. I hope that we can promote ourselves on school campus, but most of all, I really hope I can just keep playing hockey.
Official or not, the Viking hockey team plans to keep playing. Their regular games are held at Solar for America Ice in San Jose, and the team looks forward to another game at the SAP Center in January. For INFocus, I'm Max Rosenblum.
Although hockey is a cold weather sport, I'm looking forward to the weather warming up.
Me too, Anushka. Ingrid Pycho is in the studio now to let us know if it will be warming up soon. Here she is with today's weather report.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Anushka. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy. The high is going to be 58 and the low is going to be 43. But looking at Saturday and Sunday, you can see that it's going to be pretty sunny, so you don't have to worry about rain. Now looking at our forecast, you can see that Monday is going to rain, but for the rest of the week it's going to be pretty sunny. The highs are going to be on the high 50s, while the lows are going to be all around 40s. That's all from me. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ingrid. Well, that does it for today's episode.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.